Welcome to my channel. My name is Thomas, and today I'm going to talk about the Monitor Audio RS6. So these are 91 dB 6 ohm speakers. They're not really big, right? So probably like I'm used to speakers that are like full tower. So when I bought these speakers, I was not expecting much. In fact, I went over to the person's place and auditioned it with a Sim Audio i5. Now he had it hooked up with a subwoofer, so when he played a movie, it sounded great, sounded fantastic, the bass was there. And then I asked him to take out the subwoofer, and with the Sim Audio i5, as you know, it's only 70 watts. I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, this is a speaker that's about $1,000-ish type. Isn't that zone, right? So I was very surprised when I brought it home and plugged it to my system. That was when I was like, whoa, these are like the most amazing budget speaker I've ever seen. Now, when I say that, everything is relative, okay? When I say a speaker is good, because you have to look at the price, right? You have $10,000 speakers. You see reviews for speakers in any price range, and you have people saying they're fantastic, right? These speakers also have that. They have a lot of good reviews and a lot of, I don't care for it review, right? So if you look at Stereophile's review of the RS6, now I read the review after I tried these speakers. I was blown away by them. Now I'm a bargain hunter. I always try to find that speaker that would give me like this for the price of this. This is it. This is the speaker that does it, right? Okay. Once again, being realistic here, right? I'm not going to compare it to a $10,000 speakers, but for the price, the performance is here and the price is really here. There's a catch to it though, because you're wondering why you have some people loving the speakers and some people saying, oh, it's just really bad, right? If you look at YouTube, you have different mixed reviews, but there's a reason why the Stereophile review was so positive, and he is written in that review that for the price, this is like the best possible speaker. I have to agree. And that was even before I read the review. I was like blown away by them. I was just like, whoa. I had my friends coming over and we're used to $20,000-$30,000 system, and they listen to it and they're like, whoa. So the catch I was mentioning is that you have to drive it with very good equipment. You need a very high power amp to go with it. The reason why I mentioned, I wasn't impressed with the Sim Audio i5 with it, because it was 70 watt. I'm driving it right now with a 500 watt Bel Canto. I think I drove it with maybe the Bryston too, I don't remember. But when I swap between the Accuphase and the Bel Canto, the bass, there's a big gap there. It's just incredible how, what it can do with a high power amp. I know you can say, well, Thomas, you're not realistic here. I mean, who would buy $1,000-something speaker and drive it with over $10,000 worth of equipment, right? Because my DAC is probably, I'm talking about the price new. It's about $4,000. The preamp is about close to $4,000, and the amp, the Bel Canto, I think they were about close to $6,000 when they were new. So you're driving it $1,400 speaker with over $10,000 worth of equipment, right? Oh, okay. Maybe you're right. Like, people don't usually do that. So that's why I think this is under the radar. So that's why so that's why only certain people who have the right equipment are blown away by it. I had somebody come over. He has the BMW 802, the older series. And when he listened to this, he was like, wow, this sounds like my BMW. But his friend turned around and said, yes, but this one has more definition in the bass. Look at it. One woofer, right? And people on the internet, some people say there's a lot of bass, and some say, oh man, I tried 3 amps on it. If you're driving this with a 120 watt amp, forget it. You're not going to get bass. 300 watts and up. Amazing. Some people say it's very bright. Yeah, I guess so. But it's because I'm used to Focal's very bright speakers, Monitor Audio GX. My equipment is tuned to be more soft, right? So right now it works perfectly with this. And for some reason, I feel like this is perfect. You know, if I look at the RS8, the woofer might be bigger, you might get more bass, but for me, this is so perfect that I don't want to change anything. I don't want the higher series. It's one of those speakers that I come across that I'm blown away. That's, you can see, I highly recommend this if you have very good equipment to drive it.
Small like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, oh man, but what do you mean? I'm the one who he dance on the floor in a round. She said, I'm the one who he dance on the floor in a round. She told me her name was Billie Jean, and she got the scene. In every hand to read as a dream of being the
one. So once again, my cell phone will not do it justice. I was just hoping I chose a song that has a lot of bass, hoping that, you know, it'll show somehow on the recording. If it doesn't, well, you know, it's a cell phone, right? But take my word for it, you get a lot of low end with these speakers. I guess I'd like to make a comment on the tweeter here. Yeah, there's a bit of that metallic sound if you don't pair it well with the right equipment. Even with my pairing, you still hear a little bit. It could be a good thing or bad thing depending on your taste. I personally like it because I'm used to super tweeters, hyper tweeters, and this mimics it very well. You hear a lot of detail, a lot of sharpness coming through. Because of the way I pair it, my system is set up, it's not fatiguing. I have a lot of fun listening to it. Originally, I was planning to, to buy it, you know, just play with it for a day or two. And now I'm at the point where like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can sell this, resell it. Well, I'm sure I will one day. But it definitely is one of those speakers that I've come across that I'm completely like blown away because of how much I paid for it and how much I got returned from it. So if you ever do come across one, and as I said, if you have the high-end equipment to drive it, and you just want to have a bit of fun with it, and this is it. This is the ultimate budget fun speaker. All right, before I go, I do want to talk about its soundstage, right? For a small speaker like this, pretty good, pretty okay. The separation imaging, where I can pinpoint people, it's acceptable. It's okay. Now, once again, as I said, I'm used to speakers that cost $10,000 and up, right? So when I say it's okay, for the price, it's fantastic. Compared to the high-end speakers, of course, you can't compare, right? But having said that, for that, you know, it was about 1,004 when it was new. It's fantastic. The trebles maybe a bit metallic for some people, but these days everything's, I think all the budget speakers are like metallic tweeters, right? But with the right preamp, DAC amp, it sounds fine. The mid-range is not sweet sounding. It's not that kind of speaker. It's more the modern type of sound. It's less musical. As I said, if you look at my past video, I always divide speakers. Either it's very musical or it's for audiophiles. Audiophiles is that you can start analyzing the song. Musical, you just forget it. You get a glass of red wine, you relax, and you just, listen to music as opposed to analyzing the song, right? Now these fall more in the category of analyzing the song, which is a good thing if you like that. As I say, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess as you can see, highly recommend it. All right, subscribe.